Relax, it's okay. Let's go down to the office and report it.
Oh, but I don't want him to spray poison in my locker. I mean, I keep my lunch in there. And my makeup.
Don't worry. Our school is an IPM school.
Cool. Well, what's that?
Well, Bobby, since you asked, it's the way our school approaches pest control. We don't just spray pesticides whenever we see a bug. The IPM program incorporates lots of ideas. It's better for the environment. Come on, Anita, let's stop by the office and tell them about your bug. Bobby. Class?
Oh, yeah, right. See ya.
IPM, Integrated Pest Management, is a term you should be hearing a lot more of. Simply put, IPM is an environmental approach to managing pests. The thing that makes IPM unique is that it takes advantage of every suitable pest control option available. In the past, we relied on pesticides, and that was about it. Today, we know that when it comes to pesticides, less is best, especially when we properly employ other methods. IPM's not a quick fix, or for that matter, an easy solution. It's a cooperative effort, all the way around. IPM is based on a simple four-step process: inspection, identification, action, and evaluation. Ms. Porter?
Yes. Are you the IPM coordinator?
Yes. I understand you have some unwelcome guests.
Ants. Over here.
How long ago did you notice the problem?
About a week ago, and it seems to be getting worse every day. One of my students was stung yesterday.
This type of ant usually comes inside for food or water, and they have a habit of forming trails to their food source. Have you seen any trails?
Well, I've seen a whole mess of ants over here.
Oh, yeah, that would be one. Well, if we just follow this all the way, we just might find the source of the ant problem.
I don't believe it. We have rules about food in the classroom.
Well, I think the first step to solving your ant problem is to eliminate this candy bar. You know, you might want to talk to your students about their role in the IPM program. Simple little things like not leaving food open can make a big difference in our school's environment. Now, if the problem comes back, let me know.
I will, and I'll plan on telling all my classes about their candy bars and IPM. Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye.
With my IPM inspection, I was able to identify the problem. Now, if the ants return to this classroom, our next step might be to seal the ant entryways, or possibly use an insecticide bait. But for now, the first step is to remove the food source. Many problems are not so easily solved. Pests like the cockroaches we've been battling in this kitchen aren't usually out during the day when we're here. So we either come at night or use one of these. We call this a sticky trap or monitoring station. It's got a sticky surface inside that insects get caught on. This trap has 2 German cockroaches, a type that causes much trouble in kitchens and is so hard to control. Although this catch is a big improvement over last year when we started the IPM program, we still have some work to do in this dishwashing area. According to my logbook, last year we had dozens of roaches in each trap here. Although we did use insecticides, we also used several other control methods and made quite a bit of progress with less use of chemicals. You know, a lot of people are apprehensive about pesticides, and with good reason. Concerns about chemicals are frequently in the news, and a growing number of parents and educators are questioning the wisdom of using pesticides around children. So, if you're committed to providing a safe learning environment for our kids and a safe place to work for everyone in your district, adopting IPM as an official policy is the right thing to do. With IPM, fewer pesticides are needed. And when pesticides are called for, we select the right products for the problem at hand with the lowest potential for harming people and the environment. It just makes good sense.
Hi. Excuse me, that's my locker?
Oh, go ahead. I got a report that you saw some roaches.
Not one, but it was really gross.
Well, where there's one, there may be more.
Are you gonna nuke them?
No, Mrs. Porter said that she's not going to spray any poison in my locker. I mean, besides, isn't it better if we just learn to deal with a few bugs instead of use all that toxic stuff?
Well, sometimes, unless they pose a threat to your health or school property.
Come on, how can that happen?
Yeah.
Well, take stinging insects like wasps or bees, for example. For 1 out of 100 of your fellow students, a wasp or bee sting could be very dangerous or even fatal. Rodents, cockroaches and flies carry disease, which can get into cafeteria food. Termites can damage the school building. Weeds can block visibility around the school and harbor pests. Oh, and grass-eating grubs can be very dangerous on the football field.
No way.
Really?
Oh, you bet. You see, white grubs are small beetle larvae that feed on the underground portions of the grass. They cut the roots that keep the playing surface firm. So a football player running on a grub-infested field could slip and hurt himself.
Whoa.
But I thought you said that with this new way of doing things, that you use less pesticide.
Oh, that's true. See, IPM is a way of putting together the best tactics to control the problem. We start with an inspection to see where or if we have a real problem. Then we apply what we know about the pest and the way they live to choose the best solution for the problem.
Like which chemical you're gonna use to nuke them with.
No, he already said that they have other ways to control the insects. Look, I gotta get going. Are you coming with?
Yeah.
Okay, do you want me to leave this open for you?
Oh, yeah, I'll close it up for you.
Okay, see ya.
So long. Think of IPM as a pyramid. The foundation consists of non-chemical control methods like improving sanitation. On top of that, physical and mechanical control methods like putting light traps in kitchens or fly control or sealing holes in pest entryways. Biological control methods come next. These are ways of using living organisms like good insects or microbes to attack pests. Finally, we can use chemical controls like pesticides when our monitoring program tells us that, despite other efforts, pests are reaching unacceptable levels. Of all the tactics, pesticides are usually used the least in a good IPM program. Remember the sticky trap we checked in the kitchen earlier today? Well, when we began the IPM program last year, we started by asking the kitchen staff about their maintenance practices and where they observed pest problems. Then, we conducted a careful inspection and set out and monitored sticky traps. After locating the pest hotspots and identifying the pest, we began to take action against our problem. First, by using a special vacuum to physically remove roaches from the worst sites, sealing off roach harborage areas, and applying baits, dusts, and liquid pesticides to appropriate areas. Where we did use pesticides, we were careful to select products with label clearances for food handling areas, low odor, and the lowest toxicities. After our first treatment, my staff sat down with the kitchen staff and our head of building maintenance and explained what we had done and what they needed to do to help us reduce the need for chemical sprays. We explained how cockroaches, like many pests, need 3 things to survive: harborage, places to hide during the day, food, and water. By denying roaches access to any of these 3 things, our control efforts become more effective. For example, if we take away their food supply, roaches are more likely to feed at the bait stations we put out. Kitchen staff played a big part in the success of our program by working even harder at sanitation. They submitted requests for repair of leaking pipes, developed a schedule for cleaning kitchen equipment, eliminated the use of cardboard in storage areas, and started an ongoing caulking and sealing effort. They also helped us locate pockets of roaches that we may have missed on previous treatments. Working with staff to win their trust and cooperation and listening to their concerns is a part of the evaluation phase of our program. We're constantly evaluating how well we're doing each time we listen to a complaint, do an inspection, or write a report. We've been successful here, but we never would have been without one last secret ingredient.
Mr. Davis, come on in, sit down.
Thanks, Dr. Harris. I just wanted to stop by and give you a progress report on our kitchen.
Oh, no need to tell me. I've already heard the good news. We haven't had a report of roaches in, gosh, I guess a couple of months now.
That's great. I was very pleased with my inspection today.
And I need to tell you that IPM was a big hit at the PTA meeting last week. You know, we have a few parents that are very vocal about pesticide use. And you know about the one girl with chemical sensitivities. Well, it was really great to be able to report on our success, our program, and the PTA is completely behind it.
Well, your cooperation and the support of the district have made all the difference.
Well, now, I was skeptical at first. I thought IPM was another unnecessary program. But with IPM, it was well worth it. And now that we're up and running, I wouldn't have it any other way.
Oh, by the way, I wanted to thank you for signing off on that weather stripping. We've eliminated the insects coming in through those doors.
Good. I think the classrooms are a lot better now. Listen, did anyone tell you we'd like to include IPM in our Ecology Awareness Week?
Oh, terrific. Well, let me know if I can help out.
Well, since you asked, I thought maybe you'd be willing to dress up in a cockroach outfit with a tutu and sing La Cucaracha. Be a smash hit.
Whatever it takes to get the message across.
Well, seriously now, I would like for you to look over the materials and tell me if there's anything you'd like to add. I'll let you know when they're ready.
Great. Well, I'll let you get back to work. Thanks, Dr. Harris.
Thanks for visiting.
Cooperation is the secret ingredient in a successful IPM program. It starts with communication and it ends with everyone involved doing their part. Experience shows that where cooperation exists, from the top down, IPM is most successful. Remember, IPM is an environmentally sensitive approach to managing pests. It takes advantage of all suitable pest control options, and it consists of 4 steps. A good inspection to see where and how bad the problem is. Then we make sure we correctly identify the pest. This helps with the next step, taking action to control or manage the pest. This may mean spraying an insecticide, but more often it means doing other things to make our school a less attractive place for the pest to live. Finally, we have to evaluate how well we did with control methods and adjust accordingly. Whether you're a parent, student, teacher, kitchen worker, maintenance worker, or administrator, remember, sanitation is only one way you can help. Taking pest problems seriously, reporting them promptly, and working closely with IPM staff can help make your school a better place for everyone. Except, of course, the pests.